my friends. It is your friend, CryptoFace, and folks, we're going to talk about some important stuff. And what I mean is the price action and what it's gonna do. Yabba dabba do. So, this is going to be raw, unedited, unfiltered, and we're going to take a look at everything. Now, before we do that, I have an announcement to make. Tonight, we are going to do bingo. We have the winner for the Rolex from the BloFin tournament. He chose just to get paid $5,000 in Bitcoin. Congratulations, Parseval. But in order for us to do bingo, and we're going to do bingo for thousands of dollars, I will schedule it after I release this video. We're going to schedule it for tonight. In order for bingo to happen, I need only 2,000 people to join the waitlist for our game, Wargrum. I never ask you guys to do anything. Rarely I ask you guys to do things. I'm asking you to join this waitlist. This is a grassroots built game. We need funding, not from you, but from actual companies. And the bigger the waitlist, the better. So if I don't see at least 2,000 more people sign up on the waitlist, then bingo ain't happening tonight. Thank you. Now, let's get after it. Boy, where do we even start? Let's start with the mid-time frames first. And let me say this. I have not been trading this action for the past 2 days because this is very low volume, choppy, volatile price action. I mean, it is volatile, it's volatile, but super choppy. And even like the 4 hour. Now the money flow's been building up. Technically, the price went up and it's been going up, but it's kind of flattened and plateaued out. But there's been a lot of indecision. One moment it looks bullish, the next moment bearish, next moment bullish. And so I myself haven't entered a trade for 2 days. Can you believe it? Seems like an eternity. So let's start with the higher time frames on the weekly. On the weekly, obviously the blood diamond confirmed on the previous week. Let's go to standard candles. Wick down to the spider line. We're kind of floating here. What's it going to do? We do have a lower low on momentum. This is a lower low on momentum. We see a gap in the money flow. Boy, this head and shoulders really played out. It's crazy. We see a gap in the money flow right here. And we're going to see if this drags down for momentum. That's kind of what it's, well, we'll see. There's an inkling there on the 5-day. Potential trigger wave forming here. Still a big gap on money flow. Potentially to more downside on the 3-day. Look at the 3-day. We are potentially forming this little clip. Hasn't clipped yet. Is this an inverse head and shoulders on the momentum? Well, probably, I don't know. VWAP don't look that great. Money flow obviously doesn't look good unless we start seeing money flow really come back up, for the bulls. I don't know, folks. I don't know. The 2-day. Now the 2-day we do have is starting to clip. RSI's turned green. Money flow, what's this looking to do, man? What's this money flow gonna do, man? Technically, we hit the bottom. We went kind of past it. We bottomed of this range, and we are smack dab in the middle. we're in the middle of the range. You know, I mean, is this really, you know, the good time? Sometimes, listen, you don't have to trade every day. You really shouldn't. What do we say? 4 days a week on average is typically, you know, healthy, you know, 5 most. We really shouldn't be trading more than that. I mean, and it also depends on the market. It depends on the price action, but this is addiction trading, fee blendering, and not just fee blendering, but, you know, this is major traps right now. Low volatility. You're talking about single entities or a few entities being able to manipulate the price with less Bitcoin than they need, as a, you know, compared to a week or 2 weeks ago. Super choppy volatile. The reason why the past couple months have been good volatile is because, you know, things have been wavy. They've been volatile with volume. But the way it's been for the past 2 days and this week, it's been like, no, thank you. No, thank you. Because we're in this for the long haul. And you might get lucky. You might get lucky. For example, Flop and Groper. He was short. The poor kid's been holding his short all the way up. He was sweating. He was almost losing much money. It came down. Fortunately, he got out. But boy, he was a little close. He was real close to getting liquidated and losing a lot. And, you know, and I was on the phone with him. And he goes, I played it perfectly. And I said, you know what, bro? You know, brethren, no, you didn't. Because you've been freaking out for the past couple days. You really shouldn't be trading right now. You may have gotten lucky, but the next time, and you know, there is some skill involved. So I'm not hate, but I'm just saying that you don't always know what it's gonna do. And the heat map had one little gap, and it goes through those gaps. So you're just lucky it didn't go through. You were real close. So you still realize your mistakes. If you escape a liquidation or a big mistake, what you don't want to do is say that you did everything perfect and so you don't learn from your mistake. I'm not saying that's what he really meant. I'm happy. I'm glad he avoided it. So, and thank you for letting me use you, brethren, as an example. Looking at the 4 hour. The 4 hour and the 6 hour have really been kind of like the bullish time frames. And again, it's really not that pretty. It's not that pretty. And 1 minute it looks good, the next minute it looks bad. You know, the money flow has been increased, momentum has been increasing. We do have a lower high on momentum potentially clipping right there. And look at that VWAP curvature coming down. But things have been changing on a dime going to the 4 hour. Money flow, again, better looking money flow, good looking momentum, better looking, you know, than the other time frames, but it's not good enough. And, you know, the trade environment has officially changed for 2 months or however long it's been, and maybe it'll come back. But the environment was very nice aligned with how I prefer to trade, the time it takes to trade. And I even hit some small moves where I was in and out. You know, I don't like entering a trade and getting out 2 minutes later. You know, that's just me. And you know, sometimes maybe I should, but it depends on your lifestyle and the shit that you're doing. It depends. What else? Yeah, this is choppy, super choppy. Money flows in the green. Looks like it might be coming down. This looks ugly. I'm believe it or not, folks, I'm going to the Cardanzo event. The rare Cardanzo event this week. So, you know, maybe I'm just going to take the rest of the week off. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to take some time off. Don't be addicted. Don't be an addict. Because you know what happens when you're an addict? You can't get anything. You can't do any fucking thing else. You know? You got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. Small wins, small losses, big wins. But if you're going to, you know, to me, I can't speak for you, but for me, I'm out. I'm out. It's been a great few months. Hopefully we get back to it. We're in the middle of the dang range. We are smack dab in the middle of the range. The worst place you're supposed to trade. So they say. So they say. Yeah, I mean, look at the 12-hour. 12-hour momentum has been coming down. And then we have like a weird little momentum wave coming up like this. Like, there's just too much weird stuff going on right now. There's too much, it's way too much tough acting to acting in a bad way. I don't like it. I don't like it, but I like you. And, oh, what the heck? Why is my internet being hella slow right now? Anyways, Market Cipher, I believe code DUMP, still 30% off. Please join the waiting list for Wargrum. We're not going to blow up your email. We're just putting you on a wait list. The more we get, the more money we can raise with investors. And, you know, it's, yeah. I need to see minimum 2,000 from now till tonight when it's bingo time. We're going to do bingo for thousands of dollars. We use Bingo Maker. We're going to play at least 2 games. And, you know, 700 or 1,000 people can all play. We're going to play some bingo tonight. Bingo tonight. Be there. Or not. Peace.